Hi guys, it's Dean from Extreme Car Cleaning, and I just want to share something with you guys today. This morning I was on some different groups, and somebody asked a question about doing engine shampoo. They were asking about different chemicals. Now, right away I realized that this person's just starting out, so I made sure to mention to them about the importance of PPE. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this, it's got nothing to do with the current situation that's going on. What this has to do with the personal experience I had, I got kerosene poisoning. Now, I was working in a mold shop, and it was common practice to use kerosene as a cooling agent. The only problem is when you're using that and you're drilling and doing different things, it vaporizes and you inhale it. Plus, we would stone the aluminum. Now, when you're stoning aluminum, you use kerosene as a lubricant, and back then, nobody wore PPE. So, a lot of the chemicals today that are used, engine shampoos, a lot of petroleum-based products have, and metal polishes especially, have kerosenes in them, or they have different petroleum-based products and solvents. You want to make sure that you're wearing protective gloves and eyewear when you're using that stuff, because if you're, and you want to make sure you're wearing proper masks, if you inhale that or you get it in your skin, it takes a while, but over time what happens is it deposits in the organs and the bloodstream, and you can get very, very sick. That's what happened to me. After 18 months of exposure, I got extremely sick. I went to the doctor, and he realized I was getting poisoned from the kerosene at the shop I was working at. So I'm just putting it out there, guys. There's enough stuff to worry about in our job day to day. Make sure you eliminate that as an issue. Protect yourself. Try not to get the chemicals on your skin. Try not to get them in your eyes. Try not to inhale them, because a lot of these solvents that we're using and a lot of the cleaners we're using can make you very sick. Now, it doesn't happen quickly. It takes a long time for it to happen. But in the shortness of 18 months, you could get very, very sick. So I'm just letting you know, please, especially if you're using acids, if you're using wheel acids, different chemicals, try your hardest not to spray them. If it's something that contains a solvent, don't spray it. Try really hard to apply it by hand with a brush or another tool. Don't spray it in the air, because if it's something you shouldn't be breathing, then you shouldn't be spraying it in the air. A lot of companies go and they make bottled chemicals and they put sprayers on them, and they don't expect people to inhale it. But the thing is, if we're using it every single day, that mist gets in the air. If you can smell it, you're inhaling it. So I'm just putting this out there. Try and avoid inhaling chemicals. Try and avoid skin contact with chemicals, because they're very dangerous. Whenever you have the opportunity, go for the biodegradable, bio-friendly chemicals that are out there. They're a little more expensive in a lot of cases, but it's well worth it. Your health is worth it, believe me. When my brother and I first started doing detailing and working around cars, we both started off, I wanted to be a mechanic. That's how I got into this in the first place. So back in the day, we used to, take a gallon of diesel fuel, and we would use that as a solvent, and you'd clean the motor and clean all the area. You would never do that today. And we never wore gloves back then. I mean, my brother was a mechanic for years, and once PPE was introduced in the auto trade, right away my brother started wearing gloves, and he realized right away how much cleaner his hands were. His skin used to be black because he used to work with diesel fuel and different things like on older vehicles, and whenever he changed the diesel fuel, it would stain his skin, and it would take a couple of days for it to go away. And we just thought, oh, it's par for the course. You didn't realize that it's actually going into the skin and making you sick. Now, this does take a long time for it to happen. It's not something that happens overnight. So you're going to say, oh, yeah, it doesn't bother me. Over time, it could bother you severely, okay? And at a time right now where health is critical, it's important that we work safely and protect our health, because down the road we may get sick, and you want to be your best if you do get sick so you can recover a lot quicker. Okay? So I just want to put that out there. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.